let's go on live. Let's talk about sleep today. What is sleep and how is sleep very important for us? By now, a lot of people, majority of us have started focusing on living a healthier lifestyle which would actually help us to live longer, effectively and efficiently. Now, how is sleep part of this? Can sleep contribute to our lifestyle? Yes, it has a big role because it is one way by which your entire system will get rejuvenated, right? From head to toe and beyond yourself also. Your thoughts will get rejuvenated, your intuition will get rejuvenated, your willpower, confidence, stamina. There are lots of other things which are invisible to us but contribute to us in a subtle manner, in a silent manner, in a subconscious manner, in an unconscious manner. So, sleep is one thing that connects to all of these invisible aspects as well. They carry the message. Sleep helps us to carry the message from the physical world to a psychic world to a spiritual world and back from there. So sleep has so much of significance and relevance to our everyday routine and life. So what are we going to do about the sleep? Okay, let me just share my thoughts and we'll see how we can ensure that we have harmony with our everyday sleep. Now, we are aware that during sleep, our physical body is dormant. So, the energy consumption is reduced. It is reduced significantly when we sleep at night. And when we are active, the energy intake is high, which is mostly happening during the day. Now, do we feel any of these energy changes internally in the body? We are so busy with our everyday routine that we miss being aware of the energy gear shift. However, when one is consciously present at the moment, one will be able to experience the changes and shifts that happen within the internal body in terms of energies. For instance, when a person wants to sleep, the brain will slowly slow down its activities. The focus will get diminished. The attention will get reduced. The priorities will change. The need to do anything, the drive will get reduced. So the person will want to go down and take some rest. The brain will induce activities and responses in such a manner that he or she will be triggered to rest rather than be active. So when one is conscious about the changes that happen within the body, then he or she will be able to understand the shifts. He or she will be able to capture these shifts. And once you capture these shifts, when you understand the exact moment when the shift is going to happen, you can even take charge of it. You can even overcome it. You can even empower it. You can even refine it. That depends on what you want to do. It depends on your purpose. That depends on the need. However, this awareness will help a person to be effective and efficient in his or her activities. Neural experiments conducted during meditation have proven these understandings. Psychic people at that level of connection have been able to understand these kind of changes, realize these changes and take charge of them. Now, what happens when this entire process is capsized or it's changed upside down? What happens when one is awake during the night and asleep during the day? What would be the changes be within the body? For that, you need to understand certain activities, certain processes that happen that help you in falling asleep, in waking up. Once you're able to understand that, you will know the impact of the changes that happen within your body. All of this will help in preventing any kind of an ailment, preventing any kind of a disorder, a discomfort, a disease. Now let's see if we are able to answer these questions. Now, what activates the sleep process? What drives the sleep process? What executes the sleep process? What coordinates the sleep process? What performs the sleep process? What stimulates the sleep process? What stabilizes the sleep process? There are so many things that happen within the sleep process itself. And it happens in such a manner that we do not have to be aware of it at all, in such an involuntary manner. But there is so much that happens before one person goes to sleep and during the sleep of a person and after he or she wakes up from the sleep. Now, it is one of the groundbreaking discoveries in modern science when scientists realize that not every part of the brain rests at the same time. Certain parts of the brain rest during certain time, which also means that they follow a rhythm and pattern in ensuring rest. Now, this is just about the brain, which is the source of the signal for the entire body. It has been naturally programmed for the brain to function in a specific manner such that the signaling to the brain is seamless and subtle. The transition from one mode to another happens delicately. So what happens when it is time for the brain to sleep? It means that the body also should sleep because it will not be receiving signals to function from the brain. The melatonin hormone makes this activity happen perfectly. It coordinates with the body to shut down from all activities and move to a dormant mode. During this state, the cells in the body will get into a meditative mode during which healing and rejuvenation happens. Now, hasn't nature clearly built in all the processes to help us remain healthy and well? Will we be able to find the answers to the questions that we asked a little earlier? Once we have clarity about all these questions, find the right answers to those questions, we will be able to design our sleep routine. Ensure that we will be able to get the maximum energy from the sleep in a minimal amount of time. So the quality of sleep will increase. And can we reduce the quantity of sleep? If required. If necessary, that also can be done. So just by sleeping at the right time, as defined by nature itself, will create harmony within us. Do you agree to that? So how much are you looking for healing and rejuvenating yourself from the outside? How much are we spending to make, how much of time are we spending to make our organs and systems to function well? What are the various ways by which we are able to ensure that we will get healed and rejuvenated from the inside? So it is high time we realize that the sleep hormone is the most abused one in the entire body. We have taken all liberty to disturb its essential functionality. The hormone gets into a shock mode when it is not secreted at the right time in the right quantity for the right process. This is just the beginning of the imbalance within us. Imbalance in hormonal flow, energy flow, air flow, water flow, blood flow, nutrient flow, waste flow, and so on. Let us start by taking the baby steps to get to bed as soon as possible at night. This will only help us to wake up from bed as early as possible at dawn. To trigger the sleep at times of difficulty, let us take the aid of prayer, meditation, pranayama, yoga, mudras, herbal supplements, and so on, cautiously and consciously with proper guidance. Early to bed and early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Are we ready to take the steps consciously to bring balance to our inner selves? Let us give the brain the chance to experience all the 5 stages of sleep effortlessly. So, how does sleep support and aid in the energy process? For any adult, the brain is responsible for taking up almost 20% of the total energy, especially when the adult is resting. This can sound weird when the main objective of the brain is processing as well as transmitting information with the help of electrical signals. It is important to understand the energy consumed by the body. It is important to understand that the energy consumed by the brain when an individual is sleeping is what will energize the person when he wakes up. So when you understand about sleep and its associated energy, it will be easier for you to plan your regular activities. So with all energies working inside our body, what happens to them when we go to sleep? How does the body and brain function? How do we find the energy to wake up the next day? How does the body function when we are not providing any orders to do any activity? Because we are already sleeping, right? How does the brain function? How does the body receive the signals, the instructions? This energy is actually called as a potential energy, which is similar to the energy created in the body during the mind's meditative state. That is, when the body is not moving in any way, there is a energy that is getting generated in a slow, in a lower manner, in a lower volume, with lower pressure when compared to how we are active. So this energy is what gets built up in the body, and that gives us the energy to wake up in the morning. So how much of potential energy are we able to accumulate? How are we going to increase the quality of the potential energy is the question. Okay, so one of the most groundbreaking discoveries happened when scientists realized that through experimentation that not every part of the brain rests at the same time, and that different parts of the brain experience different sleep intensities. The blood distribution to our brain is different between the REM and NREM stages, solidifying the idea that different parts of the brain rest at a different time and intensity. So depending on the stage of sleep, there are 5 stages of sleep, and depending on the stage of sleep, the brain will start functioning and stop functioning. So at the last stage of your sleep, the most deepest state of your sleep, the brain will ensure that it functions in the lowest manner possible, sending out the least signals. Most of the activities in the body will be involuntary. That's why it is very important to sleep correctly so that we reach all the 5 stages of sleep. So that the entire body and brain experiences all the 5 stages of sleep, so that it is able to rejuvenate itself completely and be charged for the next day. So sleep is so important, and the energy that is accumulated during sleep, and that's why when a person is sick, the medications that the person has will help him to sleep first. Medicines will be mostly having the component of sleep. The sleep inducers will be part of the drug, because during sleep the body goes to rest state and it gets into the healing mode. The signals required to heal the body will start working, and when the person is having a drug required for his healing, it aids the entire process. It makes it faster. So when a person is unwell, sleep can help the person to get well. So when the person is well, sleeping better will help the person to be better, to be healthier. So much is the importance of sleep. So much is the importance of sleep energy. Okay, so we have seen how sleep helps us. Sleep can even energize us. Now, what happens to all the energies when we are not awake? What happens to the energies, the other energies that are produced in the body, like the air energy, the water energy, the blood energy? What happens to those energies and all? So, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. It can also be not hidden. You can't hide energy. You cannot deactivate energy. So, the energy that was created which was available in one form, it actually gets transformed to another form when we are in sleep. During sleep, the transformation also happens. So, can we direct this energy towards our achievement, towards our day to day life, for our lifestyle improvement, for our working nature? Can we direct the energy there? Then it takes a form of the goal energy. How much of goal energy is required for you to refine your lifestyle, refine your goals? So you can transform that the energy that got accumulated during sleep, you can direct it to support your goal achievement process. This is what a person does during meditation. During meditation, the energies that have been accumulated in the body are directed, are focused, are brought together, are condensed, are reduced, are all converged to one point, to that is focusing on something. It can be anything. It can be your dream, it can be your health, it can be your family, it can be wellness, it can be wealth, it can be anything. So how much are you able to focus it? Focus all the energies so that what you are thinking of, that focus point gets enriched, enriched with potentiality to manifest itself. So this is how sleep energy can help us in our lifestyle. So can we reduce weight without even if you're on diet? Can we enhance the entire process? Can sleep energy help us to do that? Yes, it can definitely help you to do that. It will have profound effect if you are able to direct it properly, if you are able to sleep properly. So what are the various elements that will aid your sleep? Definitely the food that you have, the thoughts that you have, the visuals that you see, the books that you read, the words that you hear, the words that you speak. All these will build on to what will aid your sleep process. So when the process is very good, the outcome also will be very good. So the outcome is the energy that you get from sleep, which helps you to do your activities. So let's ensure that we feed in good information, help supplement the sleep process in the best manner possible, so that you're able to experience that sleep process in a right manner, and ensure that the outcome that you get from the sleep, the energy that you get from the sleep is maximum, is beneficial.